Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Turner Warped, the Holosim special episode.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back.
We are back. So yeah, you hear this like creaking behind you, Felix. You hear the doorknob start to turn.
Yeah, I raised my Tommy gun.
The door opens, and you hear, "Johnny! Where are you, Johnny?"
I pull the trigger out of fear.
You see this like short, rotund, bald man with just a little bit of a comb over on top, glasses, and he looks super scared and nervous. And you just unload with the Tommy gun.
Yeah, like full on, like just half a clip, just the whole time.
Sure, go ahead and give me your agility plus the Tommy gun. So let's see, what kind of weapons training do you have?
Honestly, I only have pistols.
Okay, so it's just gonna be your agility check.
Okay, plus aim.
Plus what?
Aim?
Yeah, you can. You can. You were trying to take aim, I guess, before this happened. Sure.
And that's a 2d6, isn't it?
No, aim is just one.
It's a 1.
It's one additional die. All right. Roll some damage.
How many times? Just the once?
It's the once, yeah. Okay, so you see like who are you? Oh. And he just kind of like slumps against the fucking door frame and starts to slide down. Oh, Johnny! They got me, Johnny! They got me!
Who's Johnny? I kind of walk over and kind of poke him with the...
Johnny! You just kind of like poke him with the gun.
Yeah,
Who the
kind of
hell are you?
poke him.
What am I doing here? Johnny! Johnny!
I look around. I don't see anybody else, do I?
No, it's
I
still this.
shoot him again.
You get the Tommy gun like super close. No! And it's,
Not even real.
Are we hearing the shots, by the way? I wonder.
We'll get to that. Felix, give me another attack roll, please.
14.
Yeah, that'll do it. Give me some damage.
Oh.
You're like point blank, and you just open up into his fucking face, like, and basically you see just George Costanza just fucking George Costanza's head explode in front of you. It's a horribly gruesome sight.
I'm gonna pick his pockets now.
You find this super huge wallet that's just full of receipts. It's just so many receipts.
Take the receipts and just like I just.
There's so many.
Just take
you
them
can't
like
even
this and
you can't even fold
toss
it.
them in the air.
Like the wallet won't even fold. Like it's just.
It's just, I'm gonna just throw the receipts all over the room and just kind of like walk over him and walk out the room.
Yeah. So like everybody else, you guys can roll me a perception check. Gonna be pretty easy.
Oh, good. What's perception again? I think. Oh, right.
It's intuition plus a perception skill if you have it. So you should have an actual box that's on your sheet for the whole pool for perception. Okay, everybody except Lunk hears this noise, basically like of gunfire coming from the other side of the mansion.
Well, I think we have our murder.
Fauntleroy says, "Murder?" He turns around, and then you hear this like, "Oh no!" And basically, he just starts to tumble down the stairs in front of you. Like he just starts falling. You see like the candle like go flying up in the air like as he starts tumbling down the stairs like, "Oh my! Oh!
Is he just like ragdolling?
Yeah. He just starts falling.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
Is it like can we tell that like it's not perfectly exact as to what the gravity is? Because this is a simulation, right? Is it like perfect? I mean, I don't see it, but like, is a simulation perfect to what
I mean,
it
it
actually
looks
is,
like
or
exactly
does
what
it
I
look
said.
like a weird video game?
No, no,
kinda-
no. It looks like
How
looks
is
like
his
a legit.
ragdoll?
It's
Rated
awkward.
on a
As,
scale of
it's awkward as fuck. Like he's all limbs, right? Like he's just falling down the stairs.
Limbs and
Like
ears.
yeah.
They're like bits of him clipped through other bits. Oh.
So Arthur, outside, you can sort of the whole like compartment. Like you and Bert are just kind of staring, like completely baffled.
Well, it sure worked.
I don't know.
Not an expert in writing code, though. Maybe it needs to be... I don't know. What does this do?
So you hit the button and you hear like this like.
Right, we won't do that again.
No, do it again! Do it again! Do it again! And you can hear Bert like trying to like scramble, and he says, cascade failure! Cascade failure!
Oh, shit!
And Bert's like, I think we're okay.
Right, that's actually the third time I've prevented a resonant cascade failure, actually.
Only done.
Well, I don't usually cause them, Bert.
Okay, good point. And he heads on over. He climbs out of the panel. He says, he sort of like cleans himself off. Okay, good work. Now, the reciprocating Nadion actuator on the other side needs a repair.
You tell me that one's been broke the whole time?
Of course. I set it up the same way.
One day, you're going to read instructions.
You probably both start laughing like a Borian reading. Is what? That's the dumbest thing you've ever heard in your life. So Bert starts to head on over to the other, and there's just smoke like coming off of like this other fucking actuator. Like it's
Me and
basically
Bert have like loads of those mini little fire extinguishers, and we're walking through like between panels, we're just
yeah.
It's fine.
And yeah, so like you start to like put out all these little fires and whatnot, and you walk over to the actuator, and you can see that basically all these wires are hanging down, and Bert just face palms super hard. Oh shit! You're muted.
Why are the wires hanging down?
I may have forgot to plug them in.
You were gonna owe me so many pints and pies.
I don't. I did not see the number designations for each of the wires. I don't know where they go.
Right. It's because there probably aren't number designations. They're probably on some sort of hexadecimal scale.
Oh, good idea. Well, you work on that. I will start pulling out these ID chips and orienting them a different way.
Right. And see what happens, I guess.
Of course. And he starts like basically taking out like these translucent like green chips from the fucking like this one huge panel. It's just like 100. There's like 150 of these like different chips that are just like stuck in the wall, and just like taking them out.
Full
like,
data?
oh no, he's not that fast. He's just fucking. He's like looking at them, throwing them away, and like periodically like sticking them back in there, just rearranging them.
Right.
It tastes like burning copper.
They're not the hard way.
Your
Right.
beard is like sticking out now.
I get a cable tie and I just wrap it around the beard. Right, wires. Which Blix was here? I'm gonna take a look at these wires, see if I can figure out any kind of order or pattern they're supposed to go in.
Sure, give me a logic check plus electronics.
I am gonna blow. What's my logic at the moment? I'm gonna blow both my luck die on this.
Okay. So again, the way that luck die work is Arthur is using his normal roll that I asked him to do, and then he's going to go ahead and pull dice from his luck dice pool that he has until he takes until he gets some downtime. He won't be able to replenish that. So he's going to
hopefully we'll get some exploding. So there's my roll, 15.
Okay.
And 2 luck die.
So he's rolling 2 more d6s, and he got another 6. So a total of 21. And, yeah, Arthur, it's just kind of a simple, pretty basic kind of system. It looks like it's a daisy-chained, color-coded system, and you just kind of start to match the colors and whatnot so that the wires are oriented like they're like 3. It's like rows of 3, like color-coded, and they're alternating like in color, and you just kind of plug them in like all the way through.
Have you ever thought about getting your color blindness sorted out there?
Color blindness? What are you talking about? I'm not colorblind.
What color are these?
Both of them are green.
Right, yep, one's blue and the other one's red, mate.
You must be colorblind. Everything is fine. And
Everything is green.
yeah. He heads on over to the actuator, and he just starts hitting it with a hammer, like as hard as he can. Just full on, like baseball swings with a hammer into the actuator.
Use a number 4 actuator.
He says, "What? It's what came with the package."
No, the adjustment spanner. And I throw him a bigger hammer.
And yeah, he's just kind of fucking swinging away with this giant fucking like sledgehammer on the actuator. Everybody inside the house, it sort of feels like an earthquake is beginning to happen. Like you guys are just kind of shaking all around. The china's rattling in the cabinets and shit. Yeah, you hear this like horrible like moaning, like, "Oh, I think I've broken something."
Oh, Fauntleroy, are you? Oh dear. Oh, that's horrific.
And you guys start to see like the scenery just like, and the basement area now appears to be snowing, and it appears to be a mountain looking down.
Yeah, I think we should. Let's back away from. I don't even.
You take like a step backwards, and you feel like this like weird, like hard, like scratchy kind of feeling on your back.
Are we?
You
Okay.
you turn around, and there's just a fucking tree in the hallway, like a pine tree.
I don't
'Kay.
think that was there before.
That was
Felix.
definitely not there before.
You're sort of like poking this dead George Costanza like with your gun, like this horrible ruined mess of George Costanza, and like looting his stuff. Like you pull out probably the equivalent of like $7 from his wallet, and the rest is just like receipts, and some of them are dating like, you know, like the only number that you have to reference here was the 80s that Felix was telling you about, and this is like from like 82 on this receipt that you're just kind of looking at like, where the hell is McDonald's? And as you do, you start to hear like this sort of like weird sort of scrabbling noise. Sounds like it's coming from the wall.
Who specifically? Their group?
No, from your group. It sounds like the wall is sort of like making this sort of like scrabbling noise.
But I'm not exactly with the group.
No, you're not with the group. No, you're on the other side of the house. I mean, you don't know where they are.
But did you say I heard it, or
You
was
heard it,
him?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna.
Sounds like it's coming from the wall where you saw the heads. And as you sort of like look over there, you see like this crack forming in the wall, and the heads are moving.
Start shooting at everything.
You just turn and just start opening
hold
up.
the trigger, and I'm just.
You're hearing this sound like
Yeah, like as I shoot, I'm so fucking done with this. just unloading on everything I see.
Okay. You're just shooting and you're seeing like all this blood like spray all over the wall. These animals start like bursting forth out of the wall. They still have like their trophy mounts like on their necks and shit, and you're just fucking shooting them as they come flying out. Like one of them is this giant like elk, the other one's a fucking moose, the other one's a bear, and they just start to like move out and like and you're just like braka 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 braka. It's like slow motion like
like old school
Yeah.
like 30s 40s gangster. I got like the wide like old like more than shoulder width apart stance. So I just kind of got like the Tommy gun at my hip, just kind of just going back and forth like this.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you're just like opening up like these animals, like just blood's flying everywhere all over the place. And behind them where the wall has collapsed, you can see like out into the open the rain that you can still hear like in other locations is not there. In front of you is actually a bright day. It is a snow-covered mountain. And coming down the mountain right now looks to be several weird vehicles on like treads and skis, and it looks like many different people dressed in black with their with like face masks on, like balaclavas.
Is this the James Bond?
And they also have like fucking machine guns.
So when we swapped from the last world to this world and we were able to change our loadout and stuff, how does that happen? Was that prompted upon us, or
Give me your normal luck die pool. Let's assume that you haven't rolled any luck dice. Just give me your pool as your dice roll for this. Okay. So you still have access to your menu for what your loadout is, but it looks like it's kind of glitching a little bit. You're like trying to push, like you're trying to like scroll it down, and it like periodically like scrolls like too far down, too far up, like when you go like up and down, but it is still working.
like I'm scrolling through trying to pick the right thing. As it scrolls too far, just like fuck.
And you can
Just
see like in the
swearing.
distance, like these guys are coming pretty fast down this fucking
All right,
mountain.
I'm quickly gonna select an outfit that's like full on like Sam Fisher, like assassin sort of stealthy loadout, like full on black with like the cool goggles with like the multiple lenses that are like glowing green.
So
And I'm gonna switch my gun to that same sniper rifle that I was
Genius.
gonna.
Wearing a fully black outfit
so
on a snowy mountain.
So,
Stealthy.
just to be clear, what ends up happening is when you're going through this real fast, like you're trying to like scroll through this shit, you get about half that stuff. Instead of the night vision like goggles or whatever, like the Sam Fisher goggles, instead what you get is a fucking like crazy like weird like monocle, like just like a big fucking monocle, like an old timey monocle with like the fucking chain hanging down into your shirt, and like above you have like the fucking Archer darker than black sweater, the turtleneck, and but your lower body is covered with a flowery dress.
I just look up and down. Whatever. But what's my gun? Has my
Your
gun turned
gun-
into that rifle?
So
Or
your
like a
gun
sniper rifle of some sort?
is not a sniper rifle. No, in fact,
What did I switch to?
your gun is the let's see, hold on.
It's a super soaker. Get
Let's do this.
It's literally just a super soaker filled with like milk or something.
It is a dart gun. So it's just like a little tiny pistol, and it's got like, you can see you've got like a bunch of like blow darts basically, like in your other hand. Like there's those darts that have that little like, koosh ball on the end,
Yeah. So I look at this gun that I was hoping to get. Like, I was hoping to get that rifle. Look at the gun. Look down at this flowery dress. Back to the gun. Back to what I'm wearing. Look outside and see these people, the humanoids, moving towards me.
Oh yeah,
and
they're hauling ass, and they start opening up gunfire like bracka 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 bracka.
I turn and run back into the house.
Yeah,
It's just tossed.
The-
I'm
so,
not
like,
gonna toss the gun. but
the wall is sort of like collapsed in, right? So like you can see like these holes start to open up like in the wall, like stuff is like smashing and breaking all around you, and like fucking snow is like blowing in just from the wind, like from the mountains from the mountain. What about you guys on the other side of the house? What's going on?
So, yeah, I've backed up against this tree. I'm still wearing my silvery dress and my heels, and Lunk's over here in her French maid
Yeah.
costume.
Absolutely. Just like,
Probably starting to feel kind of cold and very confused.
Yeah, and you guys can now clearly hear, besides the other sound of gunfire that you heard, you guys can now start to see like holes like being opened up, like stuff is like exploding like in the room to your left. Like the sound of gunfire is just raining out through the house, and you can see like holes start to open in the like the hollow program, like and like letting light come in.
Oof.
Monk, no, like this.
Yeah, this
You hear
is,
the scratch. You hear the scratch of like a record player, like.
Okay, I'm scrolling through the loadout here, and I see a snowsuit with like a moonraker, kind of like a laser kind of thing. Like, boop.
Sure, give me your
Okay.
luck. Give me your luck pool. Roll your luck dice.
I'm gonna try and put this one on, guys. Each one separately.
No. Just roll once. Just roll
Oh, sure.
once. So your menu doesn't even open.
Oh.
Nice dress.
You- yeah.
Lunk will go home.
Yeah. I don't think we can do that. This seems to be malfunctioning seriously, and I don't know if you recall, but the safeties are off. So yeah.
So we stay here and kill anybody that comes to kill us.
Okay. We don't really have any equipment to do that. How about we try to make our way back to the foyer?
So Hawk, what about you? What are you doing? What are you and Lunk doing? Have you changed outfits at all?
Yeah, I'm looking through my outfit, and while I'm there, I'm changing my name from Detective John Campbell. And since there's a spy theme kind of going on now, I delete it and change it to Harry Tasker
I'm still
instead.
Candy in the French maid outfit.
Okay. Yeah, Lunk has no idea what's going on.
Reference in chat.
Lunk has no idea what's going on. And Harry Tasker starts to show up. You hear like a glitched out like ding ding ding.
Yep. Yeah, and my shirt changes to just pretty much just like a white shirt, kind of open.
Well, we got to find out what happens with your shirt. Why don't you go ahead and give me your luck dice pool? Oh wait,
I'm an android.
You're
I don't
an
have
android.
any.
You don't have any. So you go to try to change your outfit, and it just doesn't work. And the name that comes up for you instead of Harry Tasker is Harry Trailblazer.
I guess that's good enough.
The game, the Holosim tries to do like an autocomplete or something, like when you type in your fucking name. All around you, the scenery, like the mansion, is sort of like crumbling apart, and you guys can see like this like large crack start to form like in the wall. And you can still hear Fauntleroy just kind of like, "Oh, I think I've broken something. Oh, I can't move my legs. Can someone help me, please?"
Fauntleroy, I think you're broken. This whole thing is broken. I don't know what to do.
Crack, crack. The fucking wall starts to like detach, and like this huge fucking like crack like opens up into the room like next to you guys, and like part of the kitchen starts to like break off, and it just kind of like starts to fall like on top of this like on this mountain slide that's just kind of like forming, like sliding like in the snow. And it's weird. You guys sort of feel like a hitch, like snow is starting to slide up, like, and it looks like the entire mansion's starting to slide down the mountain.
I think we might be going for a
Yeah.
bit of a ride here. Oh my god.
Lunk's
oh my
gonna try
god.
and jump off the thing onto the mountainside.
Okay.
Lunk does not want to go for a sledge ride.
Lunk just like jumps out of the fucking mansion, and Lunk, as you do, you see this like really weird sight. You see like this odd-looking like house that's sort of like half weirdo apartment that you were in before, as well as like the bedroom chamber for Detective John Kimball. You see like these fucking like leopard print sheets go flying past, like falling out of one of the rooms, and like this fucking like alarm clock that you would recognize from Detective John Kimball's apartment, as well as his like the answering machine just kind of like laying in the snow, and you hear it like, "You have 10 messages." God damn it, Kimball! Where the fuck are you? It's like, I've had enough of your bullshit. It's just kind of like off to the side, like in the snow, and just kind of like barely hear it coming up through the snow. Yeah.
It seems like the program's rewriting itself to fix errors. I don't think that's right.
No, we don't want any of that. That's some bullshit.
I'm no coder, mate. What am I supposed to do about it?
I don't know. Improvise.
Okay. So I start filling in any gaps of code with characters, with a character sheet that I randomly find. What's a Kramer, mate?
So, yeah, you kind of like, you hear like a weird sound, like as you input it, like,
Bum, ba-dum.
yeah. It's like, where did that sound come from? And like,
It's pretty fucked.
yeah, all of a sudden, Felix, like towards the back, you see that same guy that burst through the door in that apartment that you were in while you were doing cocaine, and he's like on skis, and he's got like a machine gun, and he's just like, ah. And he's just kind of like randomly shooting like upwards, like he's having like a bit of a fit or something, and just kind of shooting.
Is it just the one person that's so far?
Yeah,
gotten
you can
this?
see he's got like this tall, poofy hair, and it's just kind of like flying. And he's got like a weird like shirt on, like it's got like this pattern or whatever. It looks like a bowling shirt or something. That's just kind of
Just it completely out of just
Yeah.
not.
He's completely different from the rest of these guys that are sliding down the mountain.
Gonna raise my dart gun. And
Okay.
I'm gonna raise my dart gun. And I'm gonna
So you can
stealthily.
feel the mansion like sliding, like as you're doing this. So you're just kind of poking your head out from like the side of the wall that's broken off. You know.
Okay. Did he like? Was he on a snowmobile as well, or on
He's
some
on
machinery?
skis, like he's like flopping around on skis with the machine gun, like really awkward, like bouncing around.
Okay, I'm gonna like run at him, and I'm gonna do this like I want to jump, and then jump again off of the wall and try and kick him in the head.
So I mean, the mansion's moving. He's like in the front. He's just kind of like sliding down. Oh, Johnny, where'd you go, Johnny? Johnny.
As I'm doing this, I'm just like, who the fuck is Johnny? I go in to try and kick him in the head.
And all of a sudden, like from the side, this woman with this like crazy like long hair that's all kind of scraggly comes in. She's wearing like this pantsuit, and she just kind of shoves this guy like, get out! And just kind of fucking pushes him, like, and he just goes flying, like shooting his gun, like while he's doing it. So she like pushes him out of the way. Go ahead and roll your attack for your dart gun, please. And this will count as a
Okay.
pistol.
Okay.
So you can roll your agility plus your pistol. Okay. She says, Johnny? She just kind of
Sand in my breath.
she's on like skis herself, and she just kind of starts slumping and like.
I grab her and stop her before like momentum just takes her out of the building, and I'm gonna take the skis and the poles that she has and strap them onto my feet.
So
and
she's like booted in, you know. She's got like ski boots on, like so they're like clasped in. So you gotta like take the ski boots
takes
off.
me like a minute or so to pull her feet out of the boots, and I put my feet into the boots and strap them up real tight. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just gonna go and try and wing it, and I'm gonna jump out of the house and try and ski down the mountain.
Okay, so while all this is going on, Lunk has jumped out of the mansion. What are you, Glix? What are you and H.A.W.K doing?
I think I might be a little too afraid to jump anywhere. Do I still have that tree next to me?
Oh yeah, the tree is behind you. It's in the hall. Like you can see, there's like trees that have sort of like grown like into the fucking floorboards.
I think I am clinging to the closest tree.
I think that staying inside a house that's sprouting trees might not be a good idea.
Okay, but well, I mean, what are our options here?
I have
Everything
an
keeps
idea.
changing. Okay.
So Lunk, you've just like been outside while all this is happening. Like you jumped out. You're just like in the snow.
Lunk's just like,
And like you can see the mansion like sail past. You see this like that weird guy that you fucking killed earlier. He's like firing a machine gun like into the house, and like you see like this crazy woman just kind of push him out of the way, and he goes like he starts to like flop around, and he does the thing where his skis are like pinwheeling, you know, like as they sort of like falls down the mountain, and yeah, he's like 50 feet away from you or something. But yeah, he's just like stopped, and he's got like this machine gun, and he's just kind of like waving it around. He's Johnny.
I grab Glix, and I run through the nearest exterior wall or window.
What are we doing?
Oh, you'll see. Close your eyes and hold tight.
Okay.
And I just take a running start and bash through.
Okay,
Whatever's easiest to get to.
yeah, there's probably like an obligatory like panty shot as well, like as you jump through the fucking house, like just because there has to be, like, you know, for like a half a second, and
mutton chops flap in the wind.
sure. So yeah, you jump out of the house, and what do you do when you like land inside the snow? I mean, do you jump like how do you jump out?
You know, I jump out typical spy movie style, I guess, where they like smash through, then hit the ground and do a roll. And I'll have like Glix in both arms when I land.
you got
And
you
then
like your arm
I
crossed it.
like ungracefully just dump her into the snow. There you
I feel like
there you
in
go.
the process, the front of my dress definitely got torn in a strategic manner.
Oh,
Probably like a
Glix, you-
slit up one of the legs, and
Yeah,
like just
totally.
you know.
Big
sorry
tear down the
about your-
front.
I'm sorry about your dress.
Oh, it's really pretty, but that's okay.
So Candy is like way behind. Like you could see like just her like halfway up the mountain slope. Candy, there's these guys dressed all in black with guns that are firing away at the house. You could see like 3 of them veer off from the rest, and they start to head towards you. What do you do? You're muted.
Shut up. Probably just sort of like. I'll probably just like flatten myself in the snow.
Okay, you just kind of whoosh yourself into the snow.
Yeah. just like-
Meanwhile, this mansion is just kind of flying like down the hill. And Felix, you've taken all this time to like load up on the skis. There's like bullets winging past your head. Let's do a roll here for the bad guys. 13 versus your range defense.
Nope. Doesn't hit.
Misses. Okay, and let's do a couple more. And last one.
That one does hit.
Oh, okay. Hits you for 9 damage.
Okay.
Now you're just wearing your mafia outfit. You don't have any soak. So that's a problem.
That sucks. Okay, that's still fine. I still take 9 damage.
Yeah, you just you get like shot really hard, like probably like somewhere like maybe like your collarbone or something. Like it fucking hurts. And just like it's really hard to start to like get on the skis and get going, but you do. You hop off and you start to like lazily kind of ski or try to ski. Give me an agility check.
Okay, I'm gonna use
Plus
some
any
luck die on
skiing
this too.
skills you have?
Could I have reactions?
No, not for this.
What about skiing?
If you have skiing, yes, you
I
can
wish
roll
I
for
had it.
skiing.
If I had it.
Just
And
something
I'm
to
gonna
think
use
about
some
for the
luck
real
die as
game,
well. I'm
guys.
gonna
You
use-
might
I
want
mean-
some skis.
Bobby's Canadian.
This is
They have
true.
snow and shit.
But Bobby's not rolling. It's Felix.
Add your Canadian skill to it that Felix has.
Inborn snow talents.
How
Felix is space
do I have to
team.
call how many luck die I
Yeah.
rolled beforehand?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 3 luck die.
Wow. Okay. So
I
the way
wanna
that
be
Bobby
like professionals.
the way that Bobby rolled his character when he created his character was he made his character have a lot of luck. So what that does is that gives him a lot of flexibility when he does his rolls. He can add a lot of luck dice to his rolls when he needs them. So he's got a 15 right now, and he's going to also add a 3d6. One of those
Oh my
was a
God.
6, which he rolls again because it's considered an exploding die. And not only did he roll it again, he got another 6. So he gets another die. So he has rolled a total of 40, which is ridiculously strong. He has
Actually, a professional skier.
yeah. At first, it looks like really awkward when you kind of like tumble out of the house. You know, this woman kind of like half passed out on the floor, like just like her butt's probably hanging out in this like big, like foofy dress. With this like weird like, couch pattern on it almost. And she's got like these like tall like leather black boots that just kind of like hanging out like halfway out the fucking door. And you just kind of like lazily just kind of like step like 1 foot, like one ski down, like 1 foot up in the air. And you're just like balancing on like one ski, like the other foot's like up in the air. And like you take a second to steady yourself and like push down with your foot real hard. And you just kind of land and you like spin yourself around and now skiing backwards facing like all these guys that are shooting.
Can I shoot at them
Absolutely.
with my little dart gun?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. I'm gonna shoot at. How many of them are there?
There's like 10 guys there.
All right. I'm gonna take aim at the closest one.
Okay, go for it. 21. That hits. Give me some damage.
What's damage for dart gun?
It's not a lot.
'Cause I think I know when I shot the other person, it was just like it like knocked them out. It was like a.
So the dart gun has no damage, but it is a like a stun gun basically. So that is a hit. Basically, what's going to happen is the other person's going to have to roll a will save, or will check, to determine how well they do. Passed right the fuck out. Immediately.
How many shots am I allowed to take?
You have 5 darts right now, but you have to like load each one.
So I'm like kind of carving back and forth, literally going backwards down this hill, periodically checking my shoulder to make sure there's no trees or anything like that. And I'm just sort of methodically loading darts.
Yeah, your ears are probably doing like this, like listening, and there's like trees like flying past you, like. And then like all of a sudden this fucking snowmobile just like shoots off this like snow embankment and like is like flying through the air, and then like all of a sudden the entire scene just goes into slow motion. Like you see like these huge chunks of snow like falling off from the snowmobile, and like all of you guys can seem to move in like real time. And Arthur, you can hear Bert just kind of like, uh-oh.
I'm not gonna like that, am I?
It looks like I might have ruined this Borian capacitor.
What do you mean ruined it?
I don't think it's supposed to be on fire.
No, probably not. You don't think it should be on...
We may have a bigger problem. More things on fire.
Shut it down!
And you can hear, shut it down, but it's not time yet.
It's on bloody fire, mate!
And he says, how do we do that?
Good question. Hit those switches. I'll hit these ones.
Got it. He gets his sledgehammer out. Boom! Hits the switches as hard as he can.
What they both don't realize is they're both colorblind, and because of that, they can't see the big, bright emergency stop button.
So he just smashes the fucking sledgehammer into this. And as this is happening, you guys are all like in real time, but everything else is kind of moving in slow motion. You see like the snow, like the individual like clumps of snow like fly past your face like really slow. The mansion
It's like when they
is
make
like,
a 3D movie, they make it specifically one snowflake that comes right close to the
yeah,
camera.
exactly. And like the mansion starts to slide like off this like cliff like in the distance, like it just like slides off. You can see like this group of these guys like sliding down the fucking mountain, and you can see like bracka boom. Like the guns like firing slow motion. You see like the smoke like the gas like expanding from like the shot, and like the explosions like shooting out. And you can see like this one like figure emerging from the mansion down at the bottom, just firing away with this like dart gun, pegging away. Give me perception checks from Lunk, Glix, and H.A.W.K, please.
Lunk is face down in the snow at this point.
Oh, okay. So yeah, none from Lunk.
Yeah.
But from H.A.W.K, H.A.W.K, you can make out that it is in fact Felix that has emerged from this mansion. He's firing away this little puny little dart gun. And he's wearing a dress and some kind of weird monocle. You can see his ears, like it's quite clearly Felix.
Oh, Felix over here.
You're yelling like it full, like you've like increased your volume like all the way, and it's just like Felix over here. And as that happens, rumble, 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 rumble. This fucking snow on this mountain nearby starts to.
Oh dear.
Oh dear,
starts-
is bad? What do you mean?
You see, like, I feel like this is a time where Glix just kind of like turns her head real slowly, and you can see this fucking wall of snow start to encompass all the people in the back of the these guys that are coming down the mountain.
Yeah, Lunk just sort of pops her head out of the snow and she's like,
The snow is moving in real time, by the way. Like everything's all out of sync.
Yeah. I look for the really awkwardly handy nearby thing that I can use to get away that's normally in movies. Maybe a snowmobile or something that's handy.
So there's
Snowboard'll do.
there's lots of these dudes that are sort of like on the mountainside right now that are moving super slow motion, that are on skis, and you can see this one snowmobile like shooting through the air right now.
I'm gonna make a leap for it.
I am clinging to Hawk for dear life.
Okay,
And
Lunk,
the scraps that remain of my dress
Lunk,
flying in the breeze.
even though you're in the snow right now, you can feel and hear the
Lunk's just
sound of
going,
this like roaring snow. You
Oh.
see this wall of snow like come flying. What are you doing?
how close is the nearest tree?
Give me a luck die pool, please.
Oh god, right, okay. Wait, hang on.
I would like to fashion wooden skis out of this tree. Where is my wood carving skill?
Yeah, it's not super close. It's there's one that's like sort of like poking up from the snow about 100 feet or so away.
Never gonna make it. In that case, since Lunk is, and it's an avalanche moving in real time.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is hauling ass.
In that case, Lunk's gonna bury down further in the snow and sort of like try and make herself an air pocket.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Lunk
Hey,
Lunk
if
is
you're
from an
like-
Arctic planet, so she would know.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to be tumbled over. It's like, if you've got a layer of avalanche, at least you know which way up you are and you can dig your way out.
Right. So
Yeah.
you dunk down further and just kind of make a pyramid kind of shape with your hands as best as you can, trying to keep yourself an air pocket. Hawk and Glix. Hawk, give me.
I have a 12 horizontal and a 10 vertical.
So give me a strength check. And if you have any applicable skill that you feel is appropriate, we can add that. What do you got? Nothing? No jump? Nothing?
I've only got running, but I don't think it's going to help my jump
Well,
very much.
I'll say I'll give you running because you're going to have to make a running leap to grab this thing. We'll give you running. I'll give you running on that one.
All right, let's see. No whammies. Ooh. It's a nice 23.
You leap in the air, and basically, how do you like claim the snowmobile? Like, there's a guy riding on it, like.
Yeah, it's like a super like Jackie Chan style move. I dive and like drop kick him, and I like grab the handlebars as I'm flying past with a kick and like swing myself right round and land on the snowmobile.
So the snowmobile actually do like a 360 like in the air, like as you sort of like turn the handles and your momentum like smashes into it. You're moving at normal speed. The snowmobile is kind of moving in slow motion. And as you sort of like grab it and make connection with it, you like hit it with all of your 600 pounds of mass and just poof, smack into it. It just kind of like spins around. Glix is like clinging for dear life, like.
And so now all that remains of my dress is like a shredded tank top portion.
Where I'll take a quick look around for Felix and Candy Lunk.
Yeah, Lunk is nowhere to be seen. Lunk is nowhere to be seen. But you do see Felix like sort of lazily like shooting his dart gun like at several of the figures like that are online. You can see several of them just kind of like fall over.
And as I see the avalanche, I mean, I probably don't even know what an avalanche is, but I see all this massive snow coming towards me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of like hop up and do like a 180 and just straight beeline it down this mountain. Like, I don't want to get caught by
You do
this
like
snow.
you do like the forward lean that like the fucking ski jumpers will do, but like you just kind of like get yourself as aerodynamic as possible and just kind of point yourself. And quickly approaching is the cliff that the mansion went off of. Beyond, you don't know what's there, but you are currently heading down in that direction.
It
You're
looks
muted.
like we don't have a choice.
You're muted, Bobby. I like try and pull myself up next to Felix, and I kind of just look over at him.
Are we doing this, Felix?
I just look at you and smirk and look back straight forward and kind of tuck the ski poles underneath my armpits and just kind of lean forward.
Yeah, I rev the engine a bit.
This is going to be so much fun.
Glix is like,
So like Lunk, you like tuck and you could just feel the and like you hear this like and you just are just fucking blanketed in snow as you try and like and you feel like this pressure pushing down on you, squishing. Give me a strength check, Lunk.
argue some skills.
And if you have
I'm
if you have
going to-
hardy, you can add that as well.
Do I have hardy? I do have hardy, so that's
Yeah, and this is more of a strength
and
than
I'm
an
gonna add a
endurance.
luck dice as well. So
Ooh, okay.
wait, hang on. Straight. Oh, sorry, I forgot to add my hardy. And 1, 2, 6 with hardy, and then roll. One d six luck dice. There we go. Right.
Okay, so you rolled one luck die.
Yeah.
And that other one was for the Hardy?
My
Oh,
Hardy.
okay. Yeah, you could have just added that, but okay. All right. So that's a 19. Okay. So you just kind of like, you can feel like your arms like shaking, like as they're just trying to like hold up the snow. Like, yeah, it's really fucking heavy, but you're way stronger than you look. And you're just kind of barely holding the snow back, like as tough as it is. And the pressure actually seems to like increase for a second. You all just feel like you're kind of pushed down like really hard as the fucking gravity seems to intensify. And like Felix, you and H.A.W.K are just kind of like staring at each other. What's going on? You see the cliff before you. What's happening?
I'm going right off the cliff.
I give Felix a wink, and I just quickly say to Glix,
Hold on tight, clicks.
Ooh, and I grab tighter, like squeeze my eyes shut.
full throttle towards the cliff edge.
Yeah. So you see like this close up of like Hawk's hand, like, and like Felix just kind of like makes himself more aerodynamic and just kind of like leans forward, and you guys. There's in the back room, Arthur, you and Bert are just like pushing every fucking button you can, and like Bert is just wailing away with the fucking sledgehammer, like smashing, and then like all of a sudden like, and like the power goes out.
Tea break, Bert.
Sounds good.
Ah,
Oh, they have some nice biscuits.
Oh, I'm quite partial to a custard cream, actually. Yeah.
Good. And
I saw your mother last month, actually. She's looking
excellent.
well.
And like you and Bert, like probably you just see like the camera like behind them, like as you guys like quietly walk, like both of you like have no eyebrows and like you're fucking like covered in fucking like dirt and gunk and oil and smoke residue. Like as you're walking, it's one of those things where you have been in smoke so much that you're actually smoking. You know, like it's just kind of sticking to you, like as you're walking away. And it's you just see like this camera shot from behind, like the moonlight sort of coming out, covering you guys as you guys are like walking out and just like covered in the smoke. But inside the holodeck, you guys launch off the cliff, and you feel this like heavy pressure like push you down. The ground starts rushing up. Behind you, the fucking avalanche starts to fall, like the snow's coming down, and you guys can just feel like the snow just barely hitting the back of your neck, and then black. And that's where we're going to end the episode today.
That was awesome.
that was amazing.
That was weird as fuck.
In the best possible way.
I killed George Costanza.
I killed the other one.
Kramer.
Yeah, I killed Kramer. That was good. I
Came back, though.
yeah.
Snorted about a bucket worth of cocaine.
Good episode.
Forced
Good
Felix
episode.
to take a lot of drugs.
Of like Holosim cocaine, though, so
Fairly
it's not real cocaine. You were just stimulated by the electrons in your suits to make you think you were high.
There you go.
So yeah, good job, everybody. Good job. Well done. This puts an end to our Holosim episode, our special Holosim episode. We'll be returning back to normal next week. I don't think Tuesday is going to be joining us, but we will be otherwise sticking to normal things. I'll be playing Glix, I think, for her. But yeah, good job, everybody. Good job. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Let's go around the room and let's do some shout-outs to finish out the show here. Let's go ahead and go around the room. Let's start off with Peachy, a.k.a. Arthur.
Hello! Thanks for watching this professional RP show. Yes, professionals. We are consummate professionals. If you want to see a consummate professional stream, you can do so at twitch.tv/PeachyPixel8. That is the number 8, not the letter 8. I will be streaming some dystopian robot first-person shooter called The Signal from Tolva tomorrow. So tune for
How
that.
is that, by the way? I saw you playing it today. I have a key for
Good.
that. Yeah?
It's good. Yeah.
I got a key. I haven't looked at it yet.
If you want to know what it's like, you'll have to tune in tomorrow and check it out. Thanks for watching, though, guys. Make sure you follow the YouTube channel so we can get that over 100 and get the custom URL and all that stuff so it's easier to shout out, because that's really helpful. So follow that. Don't follow me. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then if you got any time left over, whatever. YouTube, follow it. Now, go. There'll be a link somewhere.
Yeah, there's a link if you guys look up in chat. It's there.
Do it. What's the deal with YouTube URLs?
What's the deal with YouTube URLs? All right. Zagonicus, a.k.a. Hawk. You're muted.
Hello, everyone. Beep boop. I'm Hawk.
Big shout out to Itze, Warped super fan and wonderful community member who did the awesome Hawk animation stuff for me. It was incredible. We'll work on getting it being a little bit smoother with chroma keying and stuff like that for the future. But it's awesome. I will be here next week for the next episode. And between now and then, if you want to hang out with me, I'm Zgodicus and all the internet places. Make sure you subscribe to the official Warped YouTube channel. Make sure that you follow Wax Steven here so you don't miss any other shows. If you want to know about me more or anything like that, then go ahead and ask me somewhere. Maybe on Twitter or in my Discord. If you want to join my Discord, you need to go to my Twitch channel and follow there and then all that good stuff. So join me in other places. We'll hang out more, have fun. We'll talk about, dick visors and whatever else we're talking about. Whatever comes up, we'll talk about it. We'll have a good time doing it, I'm sure.
Speaking of dick visors, Tuesday.
Yeah,
AKA
I don't know how
Blitz.
that happened. My name is Tuesday Gray. I had an amazing time playing Glix today. That was in the top 3 at least of my favorite episodes of Warped so far. I'm super excited to play again. As Wax Steven mentioned, I will not be able to make it next week, but I will be able to make it to all the other shows. So I will miss you guys next week. If you would like to find me doing the other thing that I do, you can find me at Tuesday Gray, twitch.tv/Tuesday Gray. I look forward to seeing you there if you choose to do so. Over to you, Wax Steve. Or maybe Bobby.
Close, but no cigar. Foze, a.k.a. Lunk.
Hello. What? Hello. Hi. I'm Fuzzy Freaks. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Fuzzy Freaks or at Twitch Fuzzy on Twitter. And yes, I play Lunk and that was brilliant. So good. I got to do squeaky voice Lunk, which was just weird. But I think I may have ruined my throat or something. Hello. Yes, but and stuff and gubbins, and I'm really quite hyped about the whole sort of like professional role player thing now. Now I can go, I'm a professional role player. I'm relevant, and it'll be almost true. The professional bit, not the relevant bit. I'm never relevant. I'm mostly irrelevant. But and I am mostly playing Dark Souls and Morrowind at the moment. And I probably won't. I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow because we might be going out to a comic shop.
Does Morrowind feel like weird playing that? Like after Oblivion and Skyrim? Like, does it feel weird playing that game now?
It feels like coming home.
Yeah.
Morrowind was my first Elder Scrolls game.
It was mine too.
It's just, I mean, yeah, the combat's kind of janky, but the world, especially if you use all the graphics overhaul packs and stuff, it is still gorgeous. I've also added a mod that makes cliff races passive because I ain't got time for that shit, man. I ain't got time for it. Nobody got time for that shit. Come on.
Nobody's got time for that shit, but we do have time for Mr. Iron Chef Bobby Flail, aka Felix.
Hello, I'm Iron Chef Bobby Flail here on Twitch. I stream all different kinds of games. I'm going to be starting a playthrough of Dark Souls 3 hopefully tomorrow, so maybe drop by my Twitch channel in the morning. I might be live. Hopefully I will be. I had a lot of fun today playing as Felix. I got to do a bunch of crazy shit. Got to take some weird earth drugs. Got shot in the back as Fabio. Killed George Costanza. Did some James Bond ski tricks. Jumped off a cliff, and that was all one episode. So let's see what happens next week. Be sure to drop by here again tomorrow for some more D&D. Should be fun. And I also play some D&D, a Nordic themed campaign on Tuesday nights on Brad Wodo's channel. So hopefully I'll see you guys there as well. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. And follow everybody here, and follow H.A.W.K, and follow the new YouTube channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you very much. I'm Wax Steven. I am the DM of Doom, and I am selecting the wrong overlay. There we go. That's the right one, because we're official now, peeps. We are official. Today was the very first episode of the official version of Warped, which is why we did a special Holosim episode for this one. I think it was appropriate to sort of bring it in with a bit of a fun special episode to introduce people to the characters. Maybe before you guys want to jump into the real story and what's going on, this could be a good starter episode for you. But yeah, thank you so much, as always, chat. Thank you guys for being awesome. I appreciate you. Much love. Thank you so much, chat. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Tuesday. Thank you, Peachy. Thank you, Zakonicus. And thank you, Fuzzy. Thank you guys for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys like what I do here, you should give me a follow, Twitch TV/WaxSteven, and Twitter WaxSteven, as well as follow the new YouTube channel so that we can get the official Warped channel name going on there, and we can get you linked up, get you set, because we got the show VODs up there now. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have podcasts as well. The perks of being official. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for Turn Order Blood and Mist, D&D 5th edition campaign with some Ravenloft action. It's good because the guys are getting close to the end, folks. It's happening. It's going to happen soon. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you. Good night, everybody. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.